Okay, so I have been promising sewing videos for a long time, and I know I gave you the tutorial on how to make a wig with your sewing machine, but now it's time to show you guys like me making some clothes. So today I'm going to a concert, and it's literally tonight. I waited until the last minute, and we're just gonna make a quick little skirt and top. So I'll show you guys how I do that. My waist is 29 inches right now. I'm actually the thickest I've ever been. So this is gonna be my skirt right here. I'm gonna put this at the center of my skirt. So I actually measure out my hip, which is 40 inches. I do 22 inches because 40 divided by 2 is 20. I allow an inch on each side just for my allowance, my seam allowance. So I'm going to see how wide this is. It's about 8 1/4 inches. So we're going to allow about 7 inches on each side. That looks about right. I want it to be centered. And since this is on video, like I would just like do the math. I don't know right now. The math is like not coming to me super fast. I think it's right though. 7, 7, 14 plus 8. Yeah. That's right. So what I do now, I have chalk. So my skirt's going to be about, I measured already 23 inches. And this is like, oh, okay, this is actually like exactly 23. Yeah. So we're just going to go, I'll take it all the way down to the bottom. That's the bottom of my skirt. And I actually have a pattern that I usually would just super fast cut out with. But since I've gotten bigger, I actually haven't created a new pattern. So that skirt would be so small on me, and I do not have time to embarrass myself. Okay, this needs to fit. Actually, this looks a little uneven. I feel like I'm gonna remeasure this. This is about 6. Oh no, it's actually perfect. Yeah, I have a pretty good eye for that, but I just like to check. So I have my shears here, and I finally have a tripod, which makes, you know, doing this so much easier. I never had something that I could prop my camera up on that would give like a good angle and not show my entire room, or just show what I'm trying to show you and, you know, zoomed in enough where I could control it. I don't know why it took me so long to get this tripod, but it's definitely changing the game, honey. What's under here? I made someone a dress. I got some fabrics on the floor from that. And usually I do iron my fabric. I have the iron on right now. Ironing is such a big part of sewing because you want to make sure everything is crisp. But if this was for someone else, I definitely would iron. But since it's just for me, I'm not going to do that. And I'm cutting the fabric down this center fold right here. Gonna be super quick to make. Skirts are so easy. So now I'm deciding what I want my waistband to look like. Like, do I want this in the middle of my waistband too? Or do I just want to go straight this for my waistband? Nah, the black looks cool. So what I'm gonna do now is cut along this. Actually, should I cut down the middle? No, I'm going to cut down this bottom part. I'm going to measure out 27 inches of this. And this whole black part, I'm gonna fold it over. It'll be my waistband. Actually, no, my waist is like 29 inches. I don't know why I said 27. So I actually cut about 30 and a half so that I can put my hook and eye on there at the end. And I'm just cutting right along this line. This pattern, I mean this fabric makes making this skirt even like that much easier. Wow, I'm so happy I have this tripod. Like, it is really catching this angle. Like, you ain't gotta see me looking crazy. You just see my hands and scissors working. That's all you need to see. Perfect. It's perfect. So far, this is what we got. This will be my waistband. And this will be my skirt. Let me show the camera. This is what it's gonna look like. And I love this fabric because Beyonce has worn this fabric. I loved it ever since, you know, I've had it, but Beyonce wore it and it was like, okay, Burna Boy needs to see me in this Beyonce fabric. That's what I'm getting out of this. Okay, so I have ironed and pinned down, I don't know if you can see this. Well, yeah, I've pinned down my sides together. I have ironed my waistband so that when it's time to sew it, all I have to do is put that in there and it's gonna be smooth. So I've pinned my sides down. I'm about to sew it together and the vision is coming together. So obviously, since my hip is 40, I'm going to start coming in at an angle about right here when I'm sewing. And I'm also going to put darts into the skirt so my waistband is going to end up being, you know, the right size. Alright, so I definitely did not think about the fact that I didn't have a black zipper for this because it was such a last minute thing. I have this blue zipper that we are just going to use anyway because we got to make it shake. So this is how I do my zippers. I put them on the seam. So since I have this design in the middle, I didn't really want to have a zipper in the middle. Real quick. This is an invisible zipper anyway, so it shouldn't really make a difference, but I put a little bit above. Alright, so like I was saying, I usually put my zippers just right on the seam. Like, I sew it first, and this is like a basting stitch, so it'll be really easy to just take those stitches out. And I pin this in place. I put it on with my zipper foot. And by the way, I've sewn up both sides of the skirt before I do this. This is like a new way that I've just been putting on zippers really fast. Ever since I made I think it was like a pair of pants maybe with a pattern, and it had me base the stitch and then just put the zipper on. Changed my life instead of trying to like create a zipper area every time. And of course I take out these needles as these pins as I sew. But okay, yeah, so I put pins down one side, and then when I get to the other side, I just put the pins right through because it's in the right place so that I can take the vertical pins out, because you can sew with horizontal pins out and just take them out, but it's way harder to just take out vertical pins while you're sewing. It's actually annoying to do that. So I'll come back and show you when my zipper's on and my stitches are taken apart. Okay, so I have put on my zipper. You cannot see that it's blue except at the top where I haven't quite finished the waistband. I put 4 darts. Two in the front and 2 in the back. See? And I put my waistband on. And this is what we have. So when I'm done, I usually put 1 more dart in the back of the waistband just to make sure that it snatches my waist. This is where the zipper is. So this is the finished skirt. I put it with the bodysuit. I didn't end up making a top. There's stuff in this piece of paper. But yeah, I did a little asymmetrical cutout action. It was random and I went with it. And you can see the back. And yep, this is it. Let's see if we can get a cute snapshot. That should be cute. Just came from the concert. The Burna Boy concert was lit.